Chapter 1151 of One Piece just dropped, and Oda must be feeling like Gordon Ramsay cause he was cooking. So you know I gotta break this one down.
But what happened at chapter 1150? You said you would make a video.
Bro, let's be real. Nothing happened in that chapter other than we got devils now. Gunko started pulling out guns from her inventory like this was GTA. And the giants got turned into demons. That's it, you're caught up now. Alright, so we continue with these demons. And how did this story turn into demons, bro? Like, we used to be a bit more grounded. But now we got the One Piece devil turning giants into demons. And Dory and Broggy are talking about sliming out Jarul to take over and become the new kings. Like, damn, bro. Y'all were homies. All it took was one selling of the soul to switch up on everybody. This how quick your man will switch up on you for a girl. Suddenly, you're getting called chop, broke, and lame. Like, bro, you're chasing the chuz. And turns out to become demons, all Emu has to do is a quick little flip of these pieces on a board game. Emu might just be him, but I mean, of course. Emu's the one running the One Piece world. What else did we expect? Now we see Killingham's hybrid form. This man looks cold. He gotta have the best Holy Knight design, even though he's possibly a fish man. A lot of people are saying it's ridiculous to say he's a fishman. I mean, of course, the Celestial Dragons absolutely hate fishmen. But you never know with this story. Like, this could be an Uncle Ruckus type of fishman who just hates his own kind. And then they'll say that the design somehow doesn't look like a fishman. Now we are just coping. Those clearly are similar to fishman teeth. Like, you can't tell me this doesn't look like a Hody Jones, but just skinny. How can you not see a fishman when looking at this? But anyways, we see the two most useless members of Elbaf. Usopp and Jinbei are here just looking shocked. Like, do something. Jinbei, you were supposed to replace Sanji, bro. What are you doing? You're selling the agenda. You're supposed to be the monster trio and you're over here not doing a single thing, just sitting down, pondering. We don't even get emotion from this man. He's a stone. And Usopp, man, we already know about Usopp. He's useless as ever. But he's giving some motivational speech to Dory and Broggy, but it's not working. Then my boy Tony Chopper comes in clutch and saves Gaban. It's crazy Chopper's more useful than Usopp in this arc. But anyways, Chopper and Gaban land in some trees near Luffy and the rest. And after what feels like forever, we finally see the gang with Loki again. We see the hardest panel of Elbaf so far. We got my boy Loki, Luffy, Zoro, Haruden, and then we got, you know, Sanji and that random bum. Both like, you can't even notice them in the picture, bro. But everything else is hard. Mosa calls Loki and says that they're going away because there's some problems going on where they're at. So this means Mosa can either be in Elbaf or Marijois. And low-key, I don't think it's Elbaf. Like, everyone thinks it's Jarul. I guess the most obvious person, because of Denden Mushi, it has that huge beard. But I mean, they're in the cold, so it has to have that beard to survive. And Jarul is this big, tough man, bro. I don't think he's over here talking to Loki like he's his Tinder date. So I think it's somehow in Marijois, but I don't know who it could possibly be. Some people say it might be a slave, and I guess like they could have snuck away a Denden Mushi. But yeah, I'm a bit lost on who Mosa might be. It's probably going to be a character we haven't seen before. But some people be thinking that it's Shirahoshi. Like, where did we get Shirahoshi from to be Mosa? Let's be real. This is not happening. Then Loki's sad that he lost his only friend that he had down there. But we got another great moment. I've been tired of seeing on Twitter a bunch of Sanji fans absolutely glazing the man and somehow saying he's the second strongest on the crew. Like, you gotta actually have zero brain cells to think that. But here we get confirmation that Gaban was the third strongest on Roger's crew. Haruden says that Gaban was probably the third strongest. Yes, this is confirmation, by the way. I don't care if he said probably, bro. This is confirmation. Like, everybody thinks he's the third strongest. He's the only one trying to cope. And we see Usopp's parallel right here, him saying, I was second. Like, we obviously know you were not second, buddy. But Chopper explains the situation to them, and Emu releases their HAKI. And as soon as she released her HAKI, the fraud Gaban was shook. This man is frightened. Just look at him. You can tell he realized he wasn't built for this. Imu must have gave the Roger Pirates a little taste test of their haki before or something. But Luffy isn't scared a bit. He was more shook when he felt Kizaru coming than when he's feeling Imu's haki. Luffy just feels like he has a new challenge for him. But with Kizaru, he thought he was gone. So Imu might be on fraud watch. And Loki's over here getting excited about feeling this haki. So Imu really isn't intimidating anyone. Except, well, of course, the fraud, Usopp GABAN. Now we're done with the chapter, and it looks like it's about time we get Imu vs Luffy. Well, not Imu vs Luffy, but Imu inside Gunko's body versus Luffy. But we gotta wait another 2 weeks for that because we're on break. So I can't wait for the next chapter. See y'all in the next one.